Hello guys, welcome to another review. Today we're having a first look at the 2022 Toyota Landcruiser 300, and right now in front of us we have a VXR model, and that's where you can see the LED lights and also these cool swiping indicators. So it's a pretty fancy car. Prices and all will come to in a moment. So right now let's have a quick look at the car. So let's start with the front design. Basically you get this bold grille in the front. Looks pretty cool. You have these chrome linings on them, which looks pretty cool. You get this glass logo for the Toyota badge, which is pretty nice. Then you get these sequential indicators, which is again new for the 2022 model. And if you can have a look at the lights, I'll show you right now. You can see the lights over here, so they're actually LED units completely. You also have this nice treatment over here for the grills. Then you get these headlamp washers over here, all the regular stuff, the parking sensors, your fog lights of course, and they again have this LED finish to them. I don't know why in the mirrors, well, the indicator's actually too tiny right now. Like, they just made it so tiny over here. The earlier one used to be actually like this big. Now to show the engine, I've taken this GXR for an example. So the engine is actually the same. It's a 4-liter V6 engine which produces around 271 horsepower, which you get on both the VXR and the GXR. So that's the engine for you. Now coming to the whole wheel setup, this is a 20-inch wheel which we have over here. It looks stunning. The design is just absolutely fabulous, and you get this whole gunmetal finish over here, which looks pretty nice and goes along very well with this blue color right here. So I have to say the wheel is a 10 on 10. And overall, I'm actually liking the exterior of this car. It looks pretty sharper than before. And then coming on to the rear end, which is again, much more edgier design than the old version. Starting off in the rear end, well, there's not really much to talk about. You get the same shape for the lights. They just have this more edgy feeling to them. You get the VXR badge over here because it's a VXR trim, of course. And you get this more thinner and, not having the chrome background, the Landcruiser badge, which looks stunning. And you get this logo over here, which is not glass. Then you get the pintle hook over here, same as the regular Landcruiser. You get the chrome lining that goes about in the rear bumper. So you get this treatment of these fins over here, which is supposed to help with the aerodynamics. And you can just open the boot by just waving your leg below or just clicking a button over here. You can see the boot open up. And right now we're having the third row of seats in here. So let me give you a tour of the boot. So the boot, well, you have a 220 volt charging socket over here, which is nice. So you can fold down the seats by clicking this button over here. So you can see the seats folding down. And press the other button to lower down that seat as well. I would say the boot is actually pretty spacious. The earlier versions of Landcruiser used to have the third row seats stacked on the sides, as in the case of my Landcruiser. But then in this particular version, you have it lying flat around, so it saves the space in the boot. So let's just close the boot. So you can just click this button over here and it will close the boot. Now I'm actually sat in the interior cabin of the 2022 Toyota Landcruiser, and I have to say it looks pretty dope. I mean, really, it does look pretty cool. You get this completely new digital instrument cluster. So right now it's actually completely switched off because you're in the showroom. This is the leather steering wheel. It feels very nice and premium to hold. You get this wood finish over here, which looks pretty amazing. And this is a Legend revived, so you can see a completely new finish over here. Buttons, they feel extremely premium to hold. You have these volume up and down buttons over here, voice assistant to pick a call from the steering wheel. You have the cruise control buttons over here. You can set a speed limiter, adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning. You can shift between the different screens of the infotainment screen using these buttons right here. And you have the sunroof, which can be opened by clicking this button. So I can show you what the sunroof looks like. So this is the central console we have. It has again that nice wood finish. On the gear console over here, we have the electronic parking brake, also the hold function. Then you have the buttons for the 4-wheel drive, so 4 high and 4 low, which can be shifted by pressing this toggle and moving it. Then for the crawl control, and this is for second gear start for slippery conditions, and the mode selector over here, an ECT power switch to boost the power, and you can see a small JBL badge over here. So has a JBL premium sound system which sounds amazing. The cup holders, they also have these grip structures over here which adapt the shape of the bottle which you keep in, which is dope. You have this Qi wireless charging support and can be powered on by clicking this button. You have the turn assist, which is another off-road feature, and also the differential lock switches over here. And you have the whole gear knob over here. So this actually feels very sophisticated in the design. You have this leather wrapping over here with this white stitching, which looks pretty cool. And this is the 12.3-inch touchscreen infotainment system which we have in the 2022 Land Cruiser, and it looks way good and premium. Now if it were on the GXR model, you would have a slightly less resolution, lesser size screen. And then we have the glove box over here, which can be opened by pulling this latch. So it has two different racks for storage, which is actually amazing. It's much more bigger than the previous one, I can tell that for sure. And you have this whole horizontal treatment for the dash, so that actually helps in the visibility, off-road visibility outside. And if you can even see the bonnet, it's actually U-shaped, so that actually again aids in the off-road driving. And another cool feature which I think is pretty cool to this car is the fact that you can open the central console box from both the sides. Actually a feature I've seen on patrols and many other cars. Quite clever actually. You click this button and it opens up for you. It's a cool box. You have the small tray over here to organize some things, and you can activate the cool box by clicking this button. And then here we have the engine start stop button, which I believe Toyota said in the advertisement that they are going to bring a touch activated start stop button. I think it's going to come in the future. Well, right now we have the regular start stop button. We have the heated and cooled seats for both the drivers and the passengers. And the seats also actually do have a memory function as well, which can be controlled using these switches over here. And these are the seats, as you can see, leather seats. So this is actually the beach trim we have. You can see perforations over here on the seats, and they're very soft and cushiony seats. And the seats have an 8-way power adjust with a memory function. So you have power seats which you can adjust, and you can also incline the seats again using the same feature. But I just don't know why it beeps, because like it's kind of annoying. You don't want the beeping sound, adjusting your seats. Now, on the door, well, we have these puddle lights over here, again LED units, and you have a bottle holder over here, which is actually not that huge. You can store one bottle over here. I don't know about the space. Then here we have this leather finish, which is again beige, and you have the green wood trim over here. You have the polished black accent which runs along this side, and you have this titanium finish also that runs on the borders. And here you get the buttons for the memory functions. You can set the memory to memory 1, memory 2 and memory 3 for 3 different drivers. Dual zone climate control with these temperature adjustment knobs over here. They do not feel knacky at all. They feel very solid. You have these AC vents over here. They again have this nice finishes on them. A lot of soft materials actually here and there used in the cabin, along with this wood finish. So it feels pretty solid and well built. You get the electronic mirrors over here, and sun blinds with lights for the mirrors. You can see me. Hello there. And close that. So let's actually look at some other aspects. So here we have the central locking features, the window disable features, the automatically folding mirrors. Right now the car is switched off, so you can adjust the mirrors by pushing these toggles. And you get a Land Cruiser written down there. This is actually lighted again, and here you can actually switch off or disable the parking sensors. You have a traction control switch, but again, like when you select the off-road modes using this button, it switches off traction control if needed to give more power. Actually, this car is actually very brand new, so like there's a lot of plastics and stuff lying around. You can see this plastic protections that are still lying around over here, this warning triangle and all of that, an extinguisher right there. And then the second row seats. So these are the second row seats we have in the Toyota Land Cruiser 300. You get this entertainment screen right up here. This is the first thing you will see, of course. And well, legroom, well, actually this seat is actually brought a lot back, so even without that I have enough amount of legroom. It's pretty huge. You have this seat pocket in the back. You have again the JBL speaker extension at the rear, And this is the center console box with the AC vents, and it's again loaded with features. You have ventilation for both the rear seats, headphone jacks over there for the rear entertainment systems, again HDMI port for the rear entertainment system. Actually the buttons came on right now because someone switched on the light, so you can see that they look pretty cool and they look very nice. You also get the charging sockets over here, which are USB-C and 12-volt charging socket as usual. So hope you guys enjoyed the review. So this is actually the GXR standing behind me right now. So hope you guys enjoyed the review. I will be bringing a detailed review once this car is available for a test drive, but as of now, well, here you go.